enduring. Mentoring relationships have the capacity to transform individuals, groups, organizations, and communities. And while we're on the topic of benefits, what's in it for you? The data is pretty clear. Mentors reap profound satisfaction from giving to the next generation and guiding talented junior members of the profession, male and female. If you've ever mentored someone, then you also appreciate how mentoring leads to new insights, key insider information about the organization, and a larger network of colleagues over time. You will learn as much about yourself from your mentee as she will learn from you. The interpersonal skills you hone through mentorship will serve you well as you rise through the ranks. But here is the rub. Although mentorship appears even more crucial for women when it comes to career advancement, women often have a tougher time securing mentors. And when they do, they often reap fewer career and psychosocial benefits than men. As the goddess Athena discovered in pursuing her own adventures as a woman in a male-dominated world, gender matters. About now you might be asking, why can't women mentor women? There are several reasons. In many male-centric domains, senior women may be nowhere in sight, or when they are visible, may be reluctant to mentor other women. And the truth is that men are still more likely to hold senior leadership positions in most professions, businesses, and organizations. Face it, in many cases, there just aren't enough senior women around. So why don't we, guys, mentor women often and easily? Men are too often reticent to engage promising women in the workplace for lots of reasons. Some of us just aren't sure how to have a professional relationship with a woman. Some of us worry she'll think we're coming on to her. And sometimes we worry we might indeed be coming on. At other times, we may be anxious about gossip and innuendo around the office. For example, I'll look creepy. They'll think we're dating or something. What if someone tells my girlfriend/wife? We'd be lying if we didn't admit that many of us at one time worried we might slip and say or do the wrong thing, leading to a sexual harassment case. Yikes, who needs that? And finally, let's not forget that most of us continue to harbor implicit biases about women. For example, they can't take the demands of the job. They're not as capable as men. She should be at home. Men, it is time. If you are reading this guide, then you know it is time. It is time to fully accept the critical role we can play in pulling women up and pushing them forward. Just as Sheryl Sandberg has recently called women to lean into their careers, we are calling men to lean into the task of mentoring women. We are not asking you to mentor women exclusively or to ignore talented junior men. Far from it. We are merely asking that you open your eyes, recognize some of the talented women down the hall, in the boardroom, or in the classroom, and then widen your circle of mentees to include them. Chances are every man brave enough to be reading this page can play a crucial role, this year, in helping several promising junior women to persist, advance, and thrive in their profession or workplace. So, gentlemen, time to lock and load. As men in positions of influence, we have all got to be more effective at mentoring rising stars of both genders, particularly in the multitude of environments where senior women are few. This is a practical guide for men. It is a manual for mentoring women consciously and deliberately. Part 1 of this guide provides the background intel you'll need to better understand women, yourself as a man, and the varieties of male-female relationships. Part 2 details the nuts and bolts, or the key elements, of being an effective mentor for women. In the pages of Part 2, we'll show you how women often need mentoring with a different character, a unique style, and sometimes a focus beyond just career. Each chapter in Part 2 contains several distinct elements, key strategies for becoming more effective in your mentoring relationships with women. Together, these chapters